Hi there! Well, this video would be definitely unusual. We have new stuff and new technologies on our table. So I received a lot of cardboard boxes and scale models, miniatures, diorama stuff and other things. So let's check what we have in that boxes and what we can do with that stuff. How we can use them. Let's spoil a little. The biggest one with a huge artillery system M777 American Howitzer in 1:35 scale from Splalah. And it's fully 3D printed, extremely highly detailed kit. Yummy! But we will unpack it in the end, and now let's open all other smaller boxes. So let's take this one. Yep, I opened it earlier actually, and we have here a monster. It was unexpected for me that such a miniature of such a bloodsucker from Stalker games in such a big box. And then I realized that it is in 1:16 scale, a huge figure. Okay, let's get it from the box. A lot of soft protectional material inside, so your figure would be safe during shipping, and here we have it. So you can see the level of details. Supports goes upside down, not so many of them. Relief looks cool, and there is no stairs or other printing artifacts, or they almost invisible here. So let's try to remove supports with the help of nippers or hands, or I don't know, with the help of knife. And several minutes later we cleared a figure, well, roughly. And my first mistake, I think, that I cut off supporters too much close to the surface here and received small dents. Maybe I fill them with a small layer of a putty or thick layer of paint, and in all other places it was easy to sand. Well, I have built only one 3D printed kit, so mistakes in this field from my side, it's okay. Figure itself is heavy and it seems it's filled inside with the material. I think the best solution would be not the simple basement for such a figure, but a piece of a structure or building, and we put figure there. What else we have in that boxes? And we have two smaller boxes, and it is light howitzer M119A2 artillery crew and the 105mm light howitzer itself. Never assembled artillery in 1:72 scale, so more new experience, and why not? So we have here 4 miniatures, 3 of them in such a protectional cages, and one of them decided to leave it. Well, my skills not so bad, and I think that is that case when the level of details is higher than my abilities to paint them properly, but we will try to do what we can. Interesting set. And what about the artillery itself? So we can find here simplified instruction. Maybe it would be better solution to put here step-by-step instruction instead of reference of completed model. But the total amount of details here, I guess about 20 details. There would be no problems with assembling with such a small amount of details. So they are located closely, and the most difficult thing here I think would be the details extraction and preparation, while all other steps would be much easier. So let's carefully remove this mesh, and level of details extremely high. Look on that tires. So detailed building steps will be in a separate episode. We will see what we can do there with this set of howitzer and crew. Of course, I think we can do a small position with this 105mm gun. I think it's interesting kit, an unusual experience for those who aren't familiar with 3D printing stuff. Okay, let's move further to diorama ads and what we have in these boxes. Scale model of the forest in 1:35 scale, well, except forest itself. I took this stuff for 1:35 diorama that I planned earlier. And Splalah Kits has a lot of ads for dioramas. So this could be interesting diorama upgrade. Inside the box we have printed detail. Some of the details self-removed, but nothing bad with that. We can find here wood for campfire and axe. Quite realistic stuff, might be used for atmosphere, winter or autumn diorama. And that's what I'm going to do one day. And I put in the same box already unboxed set of bench, 2 pieces in 1:72 scale. So I decided to remove supports from one bench, and good news, it's still in one piece. It's difficult to imagine how it could be assembled from the ordinary plastic, and this technology allows us to receive such a detail in one piece. So I prepared the detail in several minutes. Good stuff. Okay, we have one more figure in 1:35 scale. Let's call it Very Polite Man in Green Camo. This figure in a quite popular scale. What we're interested in, it's a level of details and relief of this miniature, and it looks great, much better than ordinary plastic figures. And easier in preparations compared to ordinary resin figures, well, in my opinion, but who knows? Well, in my opinion. And finally, the most interesting unit for our today's review is M777 American Howitzer, which not alone here, we have additional set of 155 shells and decals for them. Very useful set for a gun itself. Also as a separate kit you can find crew for that gun. Hopefully I haven't them, because it's too much for me, such a number of figures on my table. So shells and a gun. So what could be first expectations for such a model, such a kit? Well, you can imagine that all that gun is printed in a single piece, but no. You can find in this box 71 details 3D printed. So maybe in that case it could be extremely difficult due to high level of details. Well, I don't think so. But this gun is big, up to 30 centimeters length. Let's open it. What in the box? One more box, yep, and inside we can find unexpected wallpaper with the same picture as on a box. Well, good, we can put it on a wall. Why not? Also we can find here 2 identical schemes with detailed painting instructions and decals installation. And we have here both green and desert sand variants on our choice, and instruction, and this time here's everything extremely detailed in equations of assembling steps. And yes, this is their top product. So detailed instruction and packages and containers with that 3D printed details. Well, this resin material has enough strength. Okay, let's dive deep in the details. I will provide more detailed feedback about the details during building steps, but now we leave the general comments on it. And it's new, almost new technology for me, because I am working mostly with ordinary plastic kits and paper kits as well, but nowadays such as 3D printed kits and miniatures and different stuff became widely spread in your shops, and due to much cheaper equipment, the printers I mean, a lot of enthusiasts could provide their kits and their ideas on the markets, and as a result, double win for modelers, bigger amount of items they can find for their hobby and their needs, separate models, upgrade kits, and so on. This stuff has more details, more relief. Such a technology allows to print a group of details instead of single pieces, so less job needed. Also, the level of printing provides smooth and flat surfaces of details. But the supports, which is must-have here for such a technology and good quality, might be annoying. And I think some amount of putty might be used on such a kits, or maybe not. Well, we will reveal that during building steps. For such a details in protected containers and such a highly detailed kit of quite complicated howitzer in real life, we have proper instruction, a very good and detailed building guidance. We can find here historical data and list of details or rather group of details which we have to build, and we have beautiful step-by-step guidance. So it would be easier to put all that details together for us and finish this kit. Well, the prototype itself, as I said, complicated compared to World War II units with a lot of parts and wires and all that stuff you can see on these details. Instruction has valuable comments, different stages, and the main features here is that we can build this howitzer in two options, combat or transportation position. Also, in case of combat position, we have to select gun's elevation because it would be static. By default, it is 45 degrees, and I think we can take this default position as our choice. According to elevation, we have to cut required lengths of some details, for example, such as springs. And we have comments what we should glue and what not. Also, some steps goes in parallel way, and additionally we have two similar painting and decal references for two painting options, desert sand and green netto. Maximum info, I love that. That avoids a lot of headache for us about painting, especially what small details we have to paint in which colors. So, what the conclusions? Well, we definitely have to try it, and on one hand, extremely detailed kit due to 3D printing technologies, and from other side, such a level of details and complicated prototype of real gun. Looks difficult in work, but there are only 72 details in the box and instructions trying to make your building as simpler and as clear as possible. So in general it should be fine. Supports, yep, they could be annoying, but that's a price for such a technology. Okay, so we have a lot of work with these kits produced in 3D printers. And what do you think about all that stuff? Which set most interesting for you? What ideas for buildings or dioramas you want to share? And what do you think about these 3D printing technologies at all? From my side, thanks for review and your thoughts, and special thanks to Splalah for such a detailed kits and unusual experience. My wish to them to produce more vehicles in popular scale and diorama stuff. Anyway, hope you enjoy. Have a nice day, see you next time, and bye.